We teach a classic today. The question is what to do when you're passing guard and they grab a Kimura. You do get the pass, but now they're hanging onto your arm. So,
so I'm here, let's say I'm freeing my leg, and I end up in this spot where like both my legs are free, but Matt has a Kimura on my left arm. First thing is you want to start bringing this arm inside, so it's harder for Matt to bring it out and bring it out. So easiest solution is just uppercut here, and he'll probably let go before he shoulder legs himself. Now, if you want to be fancy, I'm gonna step over Matt's head and come this way. So let's rotate. I'm here. Matt has the Kimura. I'm keeping my arm towards the inside, and I'm gonna start rotating and coming here. Now I just fall right into his arm bar. Now what I gotta do is just push and take the arm. So what Matt does it to me is,
and it'll often happen like you're running around half guard because that's the main Kimura spot. You might be even still a little bit stuck in half guard, but if you can just kind of get up and take that step over the head, you can even sit into it and you'll land. The foot will probably come out in the middle, and then you can switch basically to your own Kimura grip, or start working on that, or take the time to pass the leg all the way over.
but yeah, it's one of those spots where if you know what you're doing, it should not be an issue if you're on top.
Yeah, it's like a freebie if you get it. We call it a classic because I think it was Matt Hughes got it on GSP, something very similar.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to remember Carlos Newton versus somebody.
Yeah.
Back in the old Pride days.
And then the other thing too is like I was talking to one of our guys this week, is if the only problem with this situation is if you're here and then this guy's starts doing this stuff.
They spin around.
So before I start doing that nonsense, you have to step over, and then I can't catch up with you.
Yeah. Because there's just like, some people will let you pass so they can do that spin. And then they get a lot of momentum off of the hip swinging, and they'll tip you over. So yeah, if he grabs it, you can grab here, of like putting yourself on them here. And then you can't do this slow, like you can't just waddle around because they'll be moving faster than you. You just kind of put your shoulder on them and step up fast and try to land in it.
Yeah. Before I can do any nonsense.
Yeah, beat him to the punch. So you'll get used to that movement once you practice it. At first you might kind of waddle into it, but then eventually you just want to kind of be like, yup, and spin in with about one big step.
And then it's pretty much the same hip motion from like side control, far side armbar.
Yeah, it is.
Like a spinning armbar.
Instead of going over the, it's interesting, going over the head, it's this one. If you had this and then you needed to spin.
Yep.
You just have to do it with your arm getting ripped off. That's all.